Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about one of my original characters for the upcoming Assassin's Creed Black Flag Precinct. I made this character for Black Flag Precinct. I just thought it would be a cool thing, make a new character. Alright, let's get into it. His name is James Darby, which is a nod to Darby McDevitt, who is the creative director of Assassin's Creed Black Flag. His character eventually doesn't really use that name that much, and we'll get into that later. So, he is originally a person aboard a naval vessel of the Spanish. He is a Englishman. He was born in England, and then he gets taken to Havana as a young man, and he learns Spanish, and he becomes more of a Spaniard. So he's in the Spanish Navy, and they are expecting a group of cargo full of reals, and this group of pirates, captained by James Black, who is another character that I'll probably get into in another video. If this video gets like 3 likes, I'll talk about him. But Darby and the rest of the men get attacked while aboard this ship. Their captain, he basically gets forced into slavery after the captain surrenders to these pirates, because they have a surprisingly large ship, pirates. It's, if you guys have ever seen the Queen Anne's Revenge, giant ship for a pirate, that's what James had accustomed with, and a couple of smaller, like, brigs. And they came upon these frigates, which were slow. They had good, they were well gunned, but if you had a small crew, or if most of your crew was injured or something, you couldn't really do much with it except for sail it. So they're basically floating on the ocean, and they get commandeered by these pirates, and he gets forced into piracy. James, he then, sort of around a year on the ship, the Raven, which is James Black's ship, James will be shot and dies. And if you didn't know, pirates elected their captains, and everybody got a vote regardless of skin, sex, I think. If there were women on board, you wouldn't really know. But, so they all vote, and they vote him as captain, and he takes, because he was surprisingly wealthy for being a naval officer, he would take the original black sails, and he added a golden raven onto the front of the sails to signify that it was his ship instead of his predecessors entirely, and it might slightly change when it comes to everything, but I'll talk to you about James Black if this video gets 3 likes. So, peace.